It started as a routine traffic stop in Jones County, Georgia. No pursuit, no urgency. Just an officer pulling over a vehicle linked to multiple active warrants. From the Dashcam perspective, this is the kind of stop that usually ends quickly. The driver pulls over. The officer confirms the information, and the next steps are procedural. But the moment the warrants were confirmed, the situation changed. Instead of complying, the driver, Demetric Bazzi, made a different decision. She accelerated away, turning a controlled interaction into a pursuit that would reach speeds of nearly 140 miles per hour and stretch across highways and local roads. What followed wasn't just a chase. It was a sequence of tactical decisions made under extreme risk decisions that shaped how this pursuit unfolded, how it ended, and why no civilians were injured despite the danger. This analysis focuses on how police handled the pursuit, not just what happened, because the most important moments aren't always the fastest ones, but the most deliberate. Once Bazzi fled, officers faced an immediate decision: disengage or pursue. This wasn't a spontaneous chase. The justification rested on several key factors. First, the suspect had multiple active warrants. This significantly raised the risk profile, allowing a wanted individual who had already demonstrated reckless behavior to escape could pose a greater long-term danger to the public. Second, the manner of flight mattered. Bazzi didn't flee at moderate speed. She escalated rapidly, showing a willingness to drive at extreme speeds through shared roadways. That behavior itself became the threat. Third, road conditions still allowed for tactical control. While speeds were high, traffic density and visibility had not yet reached a level where continuation would automatically violate pursuit policy. At this stage, officers were not chasing to catch up. They were pacing the suspect, maintaining visual contact while continuously reassessing risk. This is why you see controlled spacing. Police vehicles do not crowd the suspect's car. Closing distance too early at high speeds increases panic, reduces reaction time, and raises the likelihood of catastrophic loss of control. The pursuit continued not because of ego or pressure, but because, at that moment, continued observation was assessed as safer than immediate disengagement. Why didn't police PIT immediately? A pit maneuver at extreme speeds is one of the highest risk tactics available. At 140 miles per hour, performing a PIT too early, especially in traffic, can cause rollovers, multi-vehicle collisions, or secondary impacts involving civilians. Officers wait for a safer roadway geometry, reduced traffic density, a moment when the suspect's behavior becomes more predictable. The first PIT attempt did not fully disable the vehicle. That outcome highlights an important reality. Real-world tactics do not work perfectly on the first try, especially at extreme speed. Why did officers maintain distance? Distance is a safety tool. Maintaining space reduces pressure on the suspect, lowers panic-induced steering errors, gives officers time to react to sudden lane changes or obstacles. This is counterintuitive to many viewers, but backing off can actually shorten a pursuit by preventing crashes that force emergency response instead of arrest. Why was that stretch of road chosen for intervention? Location matters as much as timing. Officers look for straighter road segments, fewer intersecting vehicles, less roadside congestion, more room for recovery if control is lost. The second pit maneuver occurred only after conditions aligned closely enough to justify the risk. This wasn't hesitation. It was patience driven by public safety. Once the vehicle was disabled, the situation shifted phases. High-speed pursuits often end with a foot chase. The suspect is exhausted, flooded with adrenaline, and still attempting to escape consequences. Here, officers avoided physical tackles that could lead to injury or escalation. The taser deployment served a specific purpose: rapid control without extended struggle. This decision reflects another tactical priority, ending the incident cleanly. Not dramatically, not forcefully, cleanly. The arrest concluded without serious injury to officers, the suspect, or civilians. Given the speed and duration of the pursuit, that outcome is significant. This case illustrates a core truth about police pursuits. Speed doesn't dictate tactics, risk does. Every major decision in this pursuit was shaped by one objective: minimizing harm while preventing a dangerous suspect from escaping accountability. Police did not PIT immediately because doing so would have increased risk. They maintained distance to reduce panic. They waited for location, traffic, and conditions to align before intervening. What looks slow or hesitant on video is often deliberate restraint in real time. The broader lesson is simple but critical. Once a driver chooses to run, control shifts away from ideal outcomes. From that moment on, every action carries consequences that extend far beyond the driver alone. This pursuit didn't end safely by chance. It ended safely because of disciplined decision-making under extreme pressure. If this breakdown helped you understand the tactical thinking behind high-speed police pursuits, thank you for staying through the analysis. These situations aren't about spectacle, they're about decision-making under pressure, where every choice is weighed against public safety. Breaking down real footage like this helps separate assumption from reality. If you want more pursuit analysis, body cam, and dash cam breakdowns, and a closer look at how police tactics work in real-world conditions, consider subscribing and following the channel. More footage, more context, and more tactical insight are coming next.